name is Lorenzo, and I want to talk to you about planning. Yesterday, I started talking about planning and kind of giving it a broad idea. Um, my mission is to get everyone that I meet to be in the position to be independent, to be financially secure, and have the freedom to do whatever they want. And I believe it's possible. Okay. Now, it requires some work to do, and we're going to start today. Now, I want to talk about planning and what is needed. What is the ground floor to it? It's not is it just having money and starting from there. No, but the plan is starting with what do you want, and then what do you need. Okay. Now you see, I started out with want. Okay, which is really we all think about what we want, and that's the cars, the house, the items that we've never ever attained, or most cases they're high ticket items. All right, but you want to choose wants that are attainable. All right, now the attainable wants are within basically within a certain pay grade, a certain pay period. Not to say you can't get it, but it requires some discipline and some training to get there. All right, you hardly ever want to see someone who's making $24,000 a year with a yacht. Okay, it's nothing wrong with dreaming that, but there's a process to get there. All right, there's definitely a process. Now, let's talk about our needs. Now, there's 7 needs that must be maintained at all times, regardless of how much money you have. All right. Those needs are electricity, water, mortgage, car, internet, telephone, and food. Okay. Now, those are 7 ones. Now, and they're not necessarily in the right order, okay? Because really, mortgage would be your mortgage or rent would be first, okay, in that line, and then so forth after that. And I put food last because if you was to go purchase groceries first, all right, because it's just natural for man, if you don't set aside how much money first, you got first, you don't when you do your budget, if you don't calculate that first, then you're going to go over, and you don't want to short pay any of those other expenses. Because when you do that, there's charges attached to it. Okay, there are entities there. You're adding an additional line item to them, a lot of revenue, which is called charge. Okay, late fee. Late fee is an income line for any additional businesses that you deal with. Okay, it's not to it's a penalty to you to want to pay on time, but they say, you know what, we're not going to eat the cost. You're going to eat the cost, and you find yourself on the phone trying to negotiate to get $5 off or $10 off. And usually it's a percentage because it can differ. So 3% of a $200 bill can, even though it's pennies, and you spend, it's just the fact that it's just that cushion. And imagine if you had a certain amount of people paying that. But anyway, I'm getting off script. I want to stay on course. All right. So that's the reason why food is at the end of the spectrum on that, or on end of that list. So you pay all those other expenses first. All right, all of the needs first, and then whatever you have left over, you have to use that money to buy food. Now, sometimes what's left over is enough to buy peanut butter and jelly. Okay, the bread to get by, some juice, and to get your next pay period. But the issue, the matter is, you have the peace of mind of knowing those other expenses are paid for. You do not want to guess and wonder if your lights and electricity is going to be cut off, or getting any kind of those late tags on your mailbox or on your door or anything like that. It's not a good position to be in. All right. Now, Once you establish that and you gotten your history built on that, and I'll take it back also. If you are delinquent in any of those expenses, your credit worth, you're not. They may deem you not credit worthy. All right. So usually when you get into these things, you have to put a deposit down, and your deposit will be outrageous depending on where you live. They charge these things, and they do it based off of credit, even though it's not reported on your credit report. Weird, isn't it? So, however, you know, it is what it is, and they know that it's mandatory to have these expenses. You can't have a home and not have electricity. All right, you can't have a home and just you walk around with lanterns and lights. I mean, with lanterns and flashlights, or a generator attached to your house. Okay, a HOA is not going to allow it. All right, especially for a long term. All right, so anyway, that's why we do it that way. But while you living like this, you have a mission, and whatever's left over, you pay yourself. So you're still required to save. All right. So once you establish that, you have to say to yourself, okay, what is my next step? What is my wants or what are my needs? Because you can't continue to live like this because obviously you're not getting paid enough, or you could be being paid enough. If you're being paid enough, that's great, and you have residual income, then you need to be paying yourself, and then you focus on your wants and how you're going to attain them. All right, now, in that list of that wants that you want to attain, you have to first, are you in a position to attain them financially? Okay, are you stretching yourself thin to do it? Okay, are you borrowing to get it? All right, so we'll address those things a little bit later. But anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to the April 3rd, because April 3rd, happy birthday to those individuals. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I want you to keep a lookout. I think I'm going to run a special on my plans, okay? So keep a lookout, and thank you for, oh yes, and shout out to the kids who like my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But I hope you also watch the videos and learn. It will definitely put you in a good position later on in life. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.